Hey Paula, I just thought I'd do a short video for you on how you can use the map info and the Pinterest data. So firstly, open up your map info and your screen should be like this. Then you can go open file. So what you can do is it's always best to organize your data on your computer. So I have my documents, and you can even do it on your desktop, save your data there, but I find it easier to just go in here. So I've emailed you a couple of files from Brian, so if you can download those and extract those and save them on your computer, that's the data we will be using. So this is when we went through the session with Brian during the week. These are the files he used. So this is all of the provinces that they have here combined, all in that that's the file. And then the one we will be using is more of a data. So it's this one, more and that. So if you click on it, it tells you the file name and the type of file. So map info files are, the extension is .tab or .tab. If you open that up, maximize the screen and just use your pen. So obviously you can see that this is the Pinterest data for Morobe. So in your layer control, this is your layer control tab. You click on the file, highlight it, and if you right click it, you go browse table. Once you open it, you can see that these are all the Pinterest data for Morobe province. So you've got the area, the perimeter, province, name, and then the district. So I think if we go back to the handbook, the Pinterest manual handbook, it'll tell us which district refers is 8, which one is 2, which one is 3, and so on and so forth. So it's got the latitude, longitude, but this is the information we are most interested in, the landform column, this one here, and slope, relief, altitude, rainfall, deficit, and inundation, and even seasonal. So if you go back to the existing maps that are on the shared drive that were created by Michael and Brian, this is where they got the information from. This file contains all the information that they used. Alright, so if you can minimize this, maximize that. Now we're going to the process of creating the thematic map. So you go to map and you go create thematic map. Okay. So these are the types of thematic maps you can create. You can create a dot density map, a bar chart, a range, grid, but we are interested in this individual values, and these are the different styles. So if you click on it, it will tell you the region will color the individual values according to light colors to dark colors, or it can be in black and white in lines, or it can be in points, or it can use pastel color ranges, or a default point value, or a line value. But we are interested in coloring the region, this particular area, and whatever data is involved in that. So you click on region, individual value, you go next. Sorry, I'm using two screens. So you go next. So the table is this, more and that's the Morobe data. And the field area is according to each of the columns that you have. So you have province, all of that, but we are, as I said before, interested in the landforms. And so this process will be similar for when you create the relief, altitude, rainfall, inundation, all of that, all those maps. But first we'll start with this one, landform. So that's the field, landform. We go next. Then it'll tell you, okay, in Moen data, there are a total of, I don't know how many classes, but for every, I'll just show you the key here using the Bellamy McAlpin manual. The key here is this. So for number one, it's this in bracket is showing that there are two areas that are occupied with number one. Basically, number one is mangrove swamps. So this is telling us that there are two areas that have mangrove and swamp value in it. The next one is three. Number three is beach ridge complexes and beach plains. So that's one area that's like that. Number six is raised coral reefs and associated back reef plains. So there's 11 areas that are like that, and so on and so forth. So what Brian was trying to explain to us was grouping them. So if we see this, okay, I'll just show you right here. So that's done. This is the default legend coloring. I'll click OK. And then now you have your thematic map layer. Once you have that, you click on the individual file, so the layer, and you click on map. Then you go to modify thematic map. Well, before we go there, so just explaining this. So now now we have the map with the classification done on it, but it sort of doesn't make sense to us now. So we will try to correct that by grouping the similar landforms together. So as we go modify thematic map, and then opening up our, so in your computer you have to have the landforms description open. That's on page 141 in the Bellamy and McAlpin manual. So this process will just need you to, what you do is you go styles, and you are just changing the coloring. So what I did too was I opened, so this is a download that I got from the shared drive that Michael Lowe, this is the map that he created. So the reason why I'm opening this is I'm interested in this, the legend. So for Moorreebek province, Michael has classified the landforms into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 landforms. So lakes, volcanic cone, limestone, mountains and hills, plateau, fens, braided river channels, swamp, raised coral reef, plains, and mangroves. So all those 11 key landform areas, they're all shown here, but individual. So how to group them together will be just to simply change the color of the legend, right? So number one was, so you have to have the map open just for references on the landform types. Then you have to have the manual open to have reference on the grouping, on how to group the landforms. Then you have your map info, what do you call it? Modifying thematic map